Okay, this is starting. We make sure we've got everybody admitted so far. Here we go. Okay. All right, you are good to go. I'm going to make you an actual host. That way, when you end the call today, it'll just end it for everybody. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness. How many people have a routine when you get up in the morning? And if you get off of that routine, you do crazy things like put your mascara on your lips instead of your eyelashes. I mean, seriously, I shouldn't admit that, but hey, you don't have to be perfect. So, what we're going to talk about this morning is how do we make ourselves better people? But before we do that, I want to ask you a question. Who's had a great week? Who's had a phenomenal week? Who's had just anybody want to share? Oh, guys, remember this is Interactive Friday, so we have to talk.
Okay, I had a great week with Caroline in California. We had a lot of fun things happen. A lot of progress was made. I was really proud of the entire team. Daniel PQ actually sent a 5-minute message recognizing the rising leadership in the area. It was really beautiful. And it just reminded me of who we're partnered with, like his heart, right? That he wants to make sure that people are heard and seen and feeling the, love all the way from the top down, right? So it really was an incredible event. And for whatever reason, I can't mute Bobby. Bobby, can you mute yourself?
Please, yes.
Yeah, can you mute yourself? Because for whatever reason, I'm unable to. Oh, Freda, you might have to mute her because I made you host. There you go. Awesome. Okay. Anyway, so it was really, really amazing. It was awesome. So Caroline, why don't you piggyback off of that?
Yeah, it was actually an amazing event. The whole week was the momentum with Adrian being in town actually helped spark our team. And having Daniel Piku talk about how the rising stars in our room at the seminar we had, and also it just kind of kept on going. The momentum kept on going. I think I enrolled 5 people from 2 days ago to now, and it was all because Adrian was on the Rotary meeting, and then it was zoomed through. She doesn't realize this, but it was zoomed, and actually 4 more people that I didn't even know were in the room. Actually, I saw them last night at a painting place and they all want to join. So it just shows that your leaders are your a big, big help. And you listen to them, be coachable, and you'll rise up. And my goal is to go 3-star pro, so I'm gonna make it.
So you are going to make it, girl. You're on fire. Gary, I just made you co-host if you can help let people.
That'd be great. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, guys. So what I want to do before we start off, because this is Interactive Friday, and I don't want to force anyone to do anything because you never do that in this business or any business for that matter. But I would like to see everybody that would like to participate to raise their virtual hand. Okay, I can't see everyone, but I will be able to. Let me adjust the screen for a minute. Okay, so Caroline, can you see everyone?
Yes, I can.
Good. Would you mind being my assistant here and helping out by because I can't see everyone's, okay? And when I ask the question, just pick someone to answer, okay? All right. Do we have virtual hands up yet? Come on, let's look for some volunteers, guys. This is easy.
No hands yet.
Go. Okay, I see one coming up.
I see one.
Okay, let's see a couple more. Okay, do we have everybody?
Oh my goodness.
Do we have enough? Do we have a few more?
Come on, you guys.
Come on, let's do this.
And I'm just trying to get ready to go to work, but I'm in.
All right, let's go.
DJ.
All right, here we go. The first thing I want to say. Okay, we got enough, right? Do we have enough people to help us out here? What is personal development, guys? What is it? So let's talk about that for a minute. Personal development is actually a commitment to grow yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. Everybody to mute, please. Please, 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 please mute because I don't see everybody here. Okay.
Right.
What is personal development? Maylene, talk about it. That, hold on. We got to figure out who's not muted. Okay. Maylene, can you talk about a time that you made a decision to improve yourself, and what was it?
Oh my gosh, you caught me off guard. I know I raised my hand, but I'm like, okay.
Please, I'm trying to get everybody muted.
It's Deb Nimish, mute, please.
Okay, I think do we have everybody now? Let me make sure I'm not muted. All right, can you guys hear me? Am I okay? All right, so go ahead, Maylene.
Okay. So I don't know if I was on mute when I was saying I'm not sure. There's so many different times that when I've decided to improve myself, I mean, it's kind of like it happens all the time. I've been through so many different, let me just say too, I'll just say one thing is I have a new BA who signed up yesterday. So I'm really excited about that. And I realize that as I start to bring people in, it is requiring me to step up into leadership because I can't hide out. Like when I have people who are interested in the business, like if I don't have anyone who's really doing the business, I can kind of hide out, if you will. And I'm really good at that. And I think maybe that's what I'll focus on is because it's really easy for me to just hide out and, not participate. But in order for me to really be successful with this business, I have to show up. I just have to really show up. And even when I'm not comfortable and like, I don't like this morning, like I didn't want to get ready for the meeting, but I'm like, I'm going to show up. It's like showing up when you don't feel like it. And now, and it's like, I'm kind of like, there's that fear, like I feel this sort of fear, like I have to really step up and be visible. And I don't always want to be visible. So I don't know if that's helpful, but maybe some of you can relate. Yeah.
That is so, so true. And why does that matter? Why does it matter what she just said? Because quite honestly, personal development happens every minute of every day. Example, growth really does start with your own confidence. And what did she say? I didn't even want to get up this morning to show up for the meeting, but I had to show up. I have to show up. And you know what she's doing? She's building confidence because she took the action, number one, to show up. And what does action do? It creates success. That's one of the reasons why personal development really does matter. So let's talk about the self-awareness. Do you know your strengths? Do you recognize areas that you have to improve in? You just heard her say too that she has to improve in. And then you reflect on your daily habits. So Caroline, call someone to respond to self-awareness.
Hey, BJ. I don't know if she's not answering.
Hello? Hi, I'm here.
Do you want to answer the question?
Can you repeat the question? I was stuffing my purse, but I was listening.
Okay, no problem. Do you know a time that you had to sit down with yourself and say, what are my strengths?
I don't have a particular time that I had to do that. I've been on my own a long time. I mean, I left home at 17, and when you have no parent, you have to find your mentors where you can. And I just kind of figured out, it was a couple of really basic rules. And the first one was if you show up for work on time, you don't lie, you don't steal, and you work hard, people can count on you, then you can live indoors. That was the first thing I learned when I left home. And so I know that I'm a survivor. I've known that a long time, and I know that that if I do anything, I'm on time. And even if there's nothing happening, I plug in. I want to learn all the time. I don't have a lot of time to read, and I don't have a lot of time to, you know, during tax season, it's really hectic. But you know what? I can listen to this Zoom. I got to be at work at 8 o'clock. Well, I got to be on time. And that's what you got to do. You got to be on time for your people. You got to show up, and you got to show up for yourself. And so I know what my strengths are is that I'm ferociously loyal. I am patient to a fault. I try to be kind. I try to pray every day. Those are the things that I work on. And I try not to get angry with people that don't, that don't live up to my expectations. It's kindness is it's kind of it's a huge thing being kind to people, especially when you've been through much worse than they have, and it's
BJ, that is one thing that is so important, is showing up. Number one, that's one of the biggest rewards of self-awareness. Knowing that you've made the commitment, knowing that you are the one that has to provide for you. And when everybody realizes that this is your own business, no one's coming to rescue you. No one's going to do it for you. It's you. It's you showing up. Just like she said, I know I have to show up for work on time. So thank you for sharing that.
Thank you so much. I can't tell you what an inspiration you all are. I am nowhere near perfect, but at least I am in motion. That's the way I look at it.
BJ, when you meet a perfect person, will you call me up? I want to know who they are. Okay.
Excuse me?
I said, when you meet a perfect person, call me up. I want to know who they are. Guys, none of us are.
Well, that's Jesus Christ.
And that's right.
I know him.
So let's talk about the other thing in personal development that is important. And BJ kind of touched on it when she said, I don't have time to read, but I can show up for this. Well, reading books, attending trainings, and learning from other people your mentors. That's one of the most important things in self-improvement. And that's why we have these meetings every day. So Caroline, call out someone to say why reading books, attending trainings, and learning from your mentors is important to them.
Well, I know Darcy had her hand up earlier. Darcy?
I did, and I'm so sorry. What was the question? I was listening, but I missed the last part.
Everybody kind of multitask here. We totally get it.
I know, yeah.
It's all good. We're talking about why continuous learning is important in self-development, where when you read books and you attend these trainings and you learn from your mentors, can you name a time that one of those things really helped you?
Oh my gosh. So I look at personal development. I mean, I think we are all doing personal development, whether we realize it or not. But I think opening yourself up to other people, reading, just continuing that personal development, it just grows you better as a person. And it does give you confidence when you do those things. It's taking a step forward. It's taking an action. It can be a small one, a daily small action. Just it just benefits you personally, and obviously it will benefit the people around you.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. I will share a time when, before I ever opened my very first business, because I'd never been in business before, and I remember I was only 24 years old. So I didn't know the first thing about it. I mean, sure, I'd gone to college, I'd done Business 101, I'd done all those things, but I hadn't put it in action yet. So I read a book called The Magic of Thinking Big, and that book changed my life. That book changed my life. Why? Because it gave me the thinking, the mindset that I needed. Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Dorsey. Okay, let's talk about discipline. Oh, that's a big one. So Do what needs to be done, has to happen when you're in self-development. And even when you don't feel like it, when you have to step outside of your comfort zone, and then you're being consistent to build success. And those are the three factors of discipline: doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, and being consistent. Patty, I see your hand up. Can you unmute and share a time that you had to step outside your comfort zone and do what had to be done?
Yeah. Um, I was going to say also with reading, to me, it's very important because I read in my quiet time, and that gives me the opportunity for the words to sink in. And as far as being disciplined and doing what we have to do, that's just part of life. When I got my first job as a teacher, I had to show up. I had to be there every day. I had to plan. And there were days that, I didn't really want to because maybe I didn't feel well, or maybe, the day before had been a bad day, whatever. It didn't matter. I had to be there. And this business is no different. So, uh, we're not going to get the training and the skills that we need if we don't show up. And we definitely are not going to move up if we don't participate. So, yeah, I mean, the best thing I can think of is just being disciplined to do what you know needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it, is going to have a big payout. Lots of rewards come from doing the do and being consistent.
Awesome, Patty. Thank you so much. Now let's talk about another important thing in personal development. It's called emotional growth. I'm going to recap all these if we have time toward the end here. What is emotional growth? Wow. Emotional growth, honestly, guys, is being able to stay calm under pressure. Emotional growth is choosing peace over drama. So many people want to participate in drama. Drama doesn't pay well. It really doesn't. It doesn't increase your self-improvement, and it doesn't increase your bank account, and it doesn't help your health. So choose peace over drama. And then respond instead of reacting. Wow. Think about that for a minute. Emotional growth, staying calm under pressure, choose peace over drama, and respond instead of reacting. Caroline, can you think of a time that you were under pressure? Because I know you run a huge business, that you had to stay calm under pressure.
Yeah, all the time. It feels like sometimes.
Business people can relate to that.
Yeah, so I actually, one of my clients was used to be Apple Computer. And so I did their window coverings in there. And to go into a place like that, and there was a lot of pressure going into there, but I had to pretend like I had to be calm and, and pretend like there was nothing ever wrong, even though there was things happening behind me in my head and taking care of situations. I pretend like nothing was wrong, and I had to be positive all the time.
Awesome. I'm going to tell you a story that I encountered probably not even a year into this business. So this is where you step up regardless. So we have a doctor on our team, and she's very influential. And she said to me, Freda, can you go to, I don't know, Tampa, I don't know where we went, somewhere down south, and speak to a couple doctors for me? I took a deep breath because I'm new in the business. I said, sure, I'll do it. All the way down there, I'm thinking to myself, I don't even know how to do the plan. I don't even know how to show the opportunity, but I can do this. I can do this. I talked to myself for the 2.5-hour drive. I walk in the room, guys. Not only are there 50 doctors in the room, there's about 300 on a big telethon screen. And I'm thinking, if I don't pass out, it'll be a miracle. So I started the conversation. I started the presentation. And here's what I did. I involved every one of them. I got every one of them talking with me because, believe me, I didn't know the whole situation. I didn't know the whole comp plan at the time. I couldn't even explain the money. But guess what? 5 of those guys got into business with her, and they're still ordering and doing the business today. So yeah, staying calm under pressure. Yeah, you have to do that sometimes. One of the other things that's really important in building your own self-development is the health and energy that you deliver, that you come in with, where you have to take care of your body and you have to exercise regularly. And you know what? Being in the exercise, fitness, wellness business, there are days I don't even want to exercise, but I have to force myself to do it. So you exercise regularly, and you fuel your body with good nutrition. Well, we're doing that right now. I mean, look at the GLP-3. Oh my goodness, what a miracle that is. So someone tell me how they got up, went to the gym, or took care of their body today when they really didn't want to. Come on, we all can't be lazy this morning. Somebody had to do it. No one? Okay.
I'll get Craig to do it.
I did, because we were on with a Zoom in Kuala Lumpur with Kina this morning on there, and I stayed up late with my mom last night. I stayed over at her house, and I knew that, you know, I was excited about doing it, but it's not always easy to do that. Even the 10 o'clock calls sometimes we're not. But it's just that mindset of I'm going to do this, and then as soon as, just like a workout, as soon as you put on your socks, your tennis shoes, your stuff like that, once you get in the game, then your mind changes, the energy shifts, and then that's where everything starts going towards your goal of being consistent and resilient.
Awesome. Thank you, Craig. Yep. Showing up again, getting up to show up. So taking action. That's another key point in personal development, is actually having the ideas that you have. Like when you are given the thought of, oh, gee, I need to reach out to Joe Smith. I need to do that. Don't say I'm going to do it. Do it right then. Pick up the phone. Give them a call. Hey, how are you? What are you doing? What you been up to? Don't put it off, because what's going to happen, number one, you're going to forget. But number two, you were given that name in your brain, that quick instant, for a reason. So take action, because that's what creates the results. You know, and what are we in? Are we in a business of helping others grow? Absolutely we are. So here's what we do. We encourage people, we share what we know, and we lift others up. So are you helping others grow through your own personal development? Guys, I can tell you stories of people on our team right now, and I'm sure you can too, that have grown immensely, not only in their mindset, but in how they feel about themselves as well. So Caroline, call someone out that can help talk about how they've encouraged someone in the business.
Heather, are you available? I don't know. Heather Sadiq.
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry, Heather.
I'm multitasking. I'm getting the kids' lunch ready right now for school. So I can certainly say that both Caroline and Adrian have really helped me this week. I've gone to two different trainings, one at Caroline's house and one the big event. And so it's not only helped me understand the business, it's helped me understand how to be there to support a team once I get them built. So it's really been amazing, and I am truly appreciative to both of them.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes, that's what the mentorship is there for. Thank you for sharing that. They're helping others grow. So let's talk about daily personal development habits. Daily personal development habits. Read 10 minutes every day, exercise, practice gratitude, and learn something new. And guys, I will tell you that my final thought here as we wrap up this morning is, number one, thank each and every one of you who stepped outside of your comfort zone and talked with us this morning. Do you realize that you are personally developing yourself every time you do that? Because when you help others, you help yourself. And personal development really is the daily decision just to become better than you were yesterday. So I'm going to leave you with that. Anybody else have a comment that they would like to add? Caroline, if somebody has their hand up, just call them out because I can't see everyone.
There's nobody has their hand up. Oh, Bobby.
Okay, so I have a question for you, and I don't know if this is the call that I'm supposed to ask that on.
It's okay.
But when I had to mute myself earlier, I was at a business ordering posters for my front window downtown. She is taking the shot every week and wants to stay on it for 8 more weeks, and I don't want her to.
Ooh.
How do I respond?
I would respond to her like this. I would not advise her to stop doing what she's doing because we do not give medical advice to anyone. So if that's her choice, then that's her choice. You can always share the side effects that you know are happening, okay, and let her be the decision maker of whether or not she stays on it. Okay.
Well, so she wants to try the drops. And I had asked this question recently, and I don't really remember the answer, but are some people overlapping the shot with the drop for a week and then changing, or we can't even talk about that?
I don't give that kind of advice, even as a health coach. What I say to them, the decision is totally up to you.
Okay.
Now, I will tell you that I do know people that are doing both, but I don't suggest it because I'm not here to give medical advice. I simply say to them, that's a decision, a personal decision that you'll make yourself.
Okay.
They can always seek competent medical advice. Okay?
Thank you.
That's a great question, and thank you for asking. Anybody else comment before we run? Okay, everyone, thank you for your great comments today. And remember, every Friday is Interactive Friday. So as we continue to do these Fridays, there'll be a different topic every Friday, but we want people to become engaged. Why? This helps people to step outside of their comfort zones. When you realize right now that you're talking to 40, I don't even know how many people we had on the call, 40, 50 people, I don't know. But that helps you overcome fear as well. And you know, we can't say anything wrong. It's just a matter of everybody participating and helping one another grow. So everybody have an awesome weekend, and we'll see you on the training tomorrow with, oh goodness gracious, we have the onboarding tomorrow. We have also a app training tomorrow. Check your calendar. It's all there for you. Everybody have an awesome day. Thanks.